Okay, welcome again. uh, this is the second video of module 1. So, like first video we have covered introduction to function library, we have covered number of functions in Excel, difference between a formula and a function, the operators and special characters that are allowed. Okay, now we'll proceed with the topic 5, which is using functions in formulas. Okay, let me proceed with the next topic. Yes, I have the marker. Say for example we have is equal to, let me change the color. Sorry. Okay, the marker is with us now. Say for example is equal to, we have say sum. Okay, sum say a1 is to a10. Okay, so this will give one result. Okay, and similarly is equal to sum of we have same values in b1 is to b10. Okay, here we have two functions. Okay, we'll use these two functions, okay, in a formula. Say if we say sum of a1 is to a10 plus sum of b1 is to b10, this means we are using two functions using formula. Okay, this is in formula. This will give the result of sum of a1 is to a1 a10 is equal to, say for example the result is 45. Sorry, the result is 45. Okay, sum of b1 is to b10, the result is equal to 55. Okay, using this formula, sum of a1 is to a10 plus sum of b1 is to b10, which gives the total result of 100. Okay, so we can use this way using functions in formulas. This is the best. This is one of the example that I am giving now. We will see practical examples with some data. Okay, in the future videos. Considering this as a demo video for the tutorial. Okay, I am just minimizing the examples, giving it to you. Okay, this is just an explanation about the module 1. This is the basics. Okay, I mean to say. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, now let us see the next slide. Okay, now we will see the next topic, which is about name manager and its features. Okay, I'll just show you one example. Let me open an Excel sheet for you. Okay, here say I'll use same data. Okay, here we have from C4 to C8 we have some data, and this is sum of this data. Right, here what we did, we have used sum function okay, with C4 is to C8, which is the range. This range we can use if the data is minimal and it is constant. What if the data range is not constant, not fixed? Okay, if it is dynamic, okay, dynamic in the sense like if the data is getting increased, getting added every time, then how do we use? We need to do it, we can use this as well, but we have to do it manually, like we have to change the range manually, which is very difficult, right? So this is where dynamic range has come in place. I'll tell you what exactly how exactly the dynamic range works, and what are the formulas that we use to find the range, dynamic range from simple range. Okay, say this is simple range. To convert from simple range to dynamic range, we have function and there is a method to follow. Okay, and I'll explain those things in the future videos, because again I need to explain it there. Okay, it will be like multiple times that I am explaining the same thing again and again. So let me cover this in the future videos. Fine. So here uh, uh, let me assign a name to this range first. Okay, let me give the basic clarity about name manager. Say I have selected the data, and in the formulas tab, if you go to define name, okay, define name, click on define name, you will get a window with new name. Okay, new name window will appear. Fine. This, say here you can assign a name, say for example RNG range 1. I'll say range 1. Otherwise I'll do one thing, I'll just say RNG, which is range, and this refers to sheet 7 of C4 is to C8. Okay, this is C4 is to C8. Fine. Click on OK. Now if you open the name manager, see, we can see the range, like we can see the name that we have created, we have assigned to particular range, right? Let me see how it works. Now rather than using sum of C4 is to C8, let me use sum of okay, this is the range. Rather than selecting, I'll just do RNG. Okay, I'll close the bracket. Did I get the same result? Okay, so this is how the name, this is how the defined names, this options are useful for us. Okay, we can define a name, and those names will be listed in name manager, and we can use this collection of names, okay, which are assigned in a particular Excel sheet, okay, using this name manager. Fine. Okay, we have seen how this define name works and name manager works, right? Now we'll proceed to the slide now. Okay, we have seen how name, like how we can assign a name to a range, and how to define a name to a range, okay, and where it is getting stored, okay, and we have seen all those things, and what is the advantage using name rather than just a formula, okay, just range. Fine. Cell references, I can say. Okay, now we will proceed to the next topic, and we have one more window here which we have not seen. If we have multiple range of cells, I mean to say, like if you have a table with 4 columns and 5 rows, okay, or unlimited rows with 5 columns, okay, how do you assign names to each row if we require to assign? It is very difficult, right? So here we can see create from selection, right? If you click on create from selection, this create names from selection window appears. Okay, from here we can create names values in the top row, like we can use top row to assign a name, to consider those top row as name, or left column, or bottom row, or right column. Okay, now we will see how this exactly works. Let me take the demo data and let me show you clearly, very clearly. Okay, okay, here is a sample data for you. Let me explain how name uh, how we can assign names to multiple data. Okay, say for example, if you want to assign a name for these symbols, okay, I want to assign a name to these symbols. Okay, we can use define name option. Okay, and we can type the name here. Otherwise we have one more option which is very easy option. Just go to this next to the formula function bar. Okay, and type the name, say SIGNS, signs. Okay, click on OK. I am sorry, click on enter. Now if you open the name manager, see SIGNS, signs, this name will appear in the name manager window. Similarly, if you want to assign names to all the 4 columns, here this is 4 columns, so we can assign it manually, which takes maximum of 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, less than 1 minute, consider less than 1 minute. Say for example we have almost 100 columns. Okay, and we have to assign names to 100 columns. You know how much time it will take, and it is not effective way of doing, right? So doing it in effective way, okay, assigning a name to a range of cells in effective way is this way. This is the way. Okay, just select the columns, select the data that you want to assign a name. Okay, go to create from selection option. Okay, here create names for from values in the top row. You want to create names, you want to assign names to these values as a top row, or left column you want to assign a name, you want to keep name as a left column. See, I'll just give an example. See, I'll just show top row, create names from values in the top row. I'll just say click OK. Let us see what has happened. What happened here? See, meaning is there. Okay, what it does, example, actual. So we can assign a name by selecting top row of the selection of data. So this is a easy way, right? It will just take fraction of seconds to complete huge number of list, right? Huge number of columns, naming huge number of columns, right? Then close it. Okay, so similarly we can take the values from left column as a name. Okay, and we can take values which is in the bottom row, say for example greater, you can assign these as names for this list. Okay, at the same time right column we can consider this, okay, this column, and we can assign this column as name to execute this, like to get this data. You understood, right? Okay, we will see this with examples. I will show you in the future videos. Not to worry, even if you have not understood, this is a very simple concept, and I will cover each and everything with example. Okay, and very clear explanation with 5 examples each. Okay, no problem. Now we will see the next slide. Okay, so we have completed about name manager and its features. Now we will see the next topic, which is using name ranges. I think this topic is already covered, okay, in the name manager. I think it is nothing is there in the slide. Yeah, using named ranges, because it is already covered, and I thought of giving one more example. Okay, let me take the marker here. Okay, here is the marker. Let's we have actually seen the range. RNG, we have created RNG as range, right? Similarly, if you want to find out the minimum, say min is the function we use. Min is the function we use to find out the minimum value in a range. So we can use min of RNG. Okay, so this will work. Okay, this will give the result. We will see it in practical. Let me show you the here, and we can show what is the maximum of range. Similarly, we can see average. Okay, average of range. Okay, so these things by using named ranges, these are called named ranges. By using this, we can how effectively we can use these named ranges, okay, in the functions. We have seen one example with the sum function, and let us see these three functions using named ranges. Okay, let me clear this draw screen drawings. Okay, now let me open the Excel. Yes, so we have seen the sum. Okay, say let us see once again. Sum, minimum, maximum, average, okay, is equal to sum of RNG. I no need to select. Okay, I'll get the result, is equal to minimum of RNG. Okay, I'll get the result. Similarly, is equal to maximum of RNG is equal to average of RNG. Okay, now we will see what is the minimum here. From 25 to 45, 25 is the minimum and maximum is 45, and average of this, okay, this total divided by number of cells, okay, say is equal to 175 divided by 5. This gives 35. This is average. Okay, so the results that we got from using named ranges is equal to the manual cell references, right? So this is how we can use uh, named ranges effectively while using functions. Fine. And one more, let me give small tips here while using functions. Okay, if you, whenever you type is equal to before starting a function, and say for example VLOOKUP, if I type the V, the appropriate functions that pops up here, okay, we can see these functions and we can go through those functions, like whichever function we need to select, we can select it. I mean to say, like say V, and again I'll type L, and I got only one function. Okay, if I, rather than typing OOKUP, okay, rather than typing the complete function, I'll just say VL and say tab. This is automatically get selected, right? And we can proceed with the proceed using the function. Similarly, Okay, this is a small tip that I want to share. And one more thing, I have a shortcut key for finding whether the cell contains a formula or not. I mean to say a function or not. Control, I said grave accent. Okay, if I say control and grave accent, I think you can see. Okay, let me. Okay, see, this will extend. Control and grave accent will extend the cells to show what is there in the cell, like what is filled in the cell. Okay, see here some range, so you can say this cell contains a formula. Similarly, here these four cells contains a formula. I'm sorry, this contains a function and this contains a function, and here it says formula. Okay, so we can identify whether the cell contains a data or formula by using control grave accent. Okay, control tilt tilt and grave accent is available in the same button. Okay, in the normal keyboard, use control and grave accent to get these formulas to identify whether the cell contains a formula or data. And to go back, again use control and tilt. Okay, that again it will set to the normal position. And one more thing, here we have seen VLOOKUP, right? Similarly, for example, if you want to say if, and we have 2 here, rather than selecting E, okay, here we have only 2. We might have 3 or 4, and rather than going and typing, okay, you can use down arrow or up arrow to select the appropriate one which we require and say tab. It will automatically get selected, the complete function will get selected, and we can proceed further things. Okay, this is also a small tip. And I have 3 shortcut keys that I need to tell you here. Let you guys save some more time. Say type shift F3. Okay, shift F3 will give insert function. If you want to search any of the functions, as I said, insert function is a Google search for me. Okay, use shift F3 to get this function. Okay, to get this window pop up. Okay, rather than going to formulas, okay, clicking on insert function, you can just select insert function. Okay, you can just use keyboard shortcuts, which is shift F3. And you can also, if you go and keep the cursor on the icon, you can see the shortcut key and the description of that function, of that key. Okay, here you can see shift F3. So shift F3 works to open insert function, which is Google search. Okay, same way, let's say control 3. Okay, I'm sorry, control F3. if you press control F3, you will get name manager window, and you can find out all the names that are available in that particular workbook. Okay, you can see all the names which are assigned and the values, the range. Okay, and it refers to which range. Okay, and what are the values that are available, and it refers to which range, and this is in this workbook. Okay, you can get this name manager window by using control F3. Fine. And we have control shift F3, which is create from selection. Create from selection, select the data. Okay, say for example, here we have the data, select this data. Okay, and I don't go anywhere, I'll just use keyboard shortcuts with control shift, hold control and shift and press F3. See, we got create names from selection window, right? And select the appropriate option from this 4. Okay, and click on OK, and those are listed in name manager. That's all. Very easy, right? So these 3 functions I'm sorry, these three keyboard shortcuts will help, I believe will help you more. And one more simple shortcut is say for example, if you want to sum this data, okay, no need to type is equal to sum and selecting the data and clicking on OK. No need to do all those things. Just say alt is equal to, go to the below of the uh, empty cell, if you have non-empty cells here, and go below the below the non-empty cell and just type alt is equal to, okay, and this will select the complete range. Click OK. Fine. This is missed to select this. Let me select. This will actually select the complete range, no problem in this. Okay, and sometimes Excel behaves like this. Even we don't know what is the reason why it behaves like this. Okay, no problem. Just type alt is equal to, okay, which gives this sum function. Okay. Now we'll proceed to the slide. Okay, this I think, yes, using named ranges we have seen, right? This doesn't have anything. Okay, and this ends the module 1 with just explanation and a few links. Okay, download links and PDF formats will be available below this video. Okay. uh, if any of you knows anybody who are interested to enroll this formulas tutorial or formulas crash course, ask them to uh, use the payment details as you have done, and ask them to proceed uh, to enhance their skills, okay, using excel to excel.com space. Fine. And if you have any questions about the topics that I have covered or about anything that we have discussed, okay, please post your comments in the comment section below the video. Okay, you have the comment section below the video, right? Use that space to post your comments, and you will get the response from other colleagues as well. At the same time, I'll also respond to you. If any of the questions that you have asked, valid questions, I mean to say, like important questions that you have asked, okay, I'll try to prepare an additional video for you, and I'll explain in detail with examples. Okay, and I'll post it in the same space, so that you will also enhance the skills, and it will enhance your classmates as well. Fine. And you can use my email ID, and you can use my contact number to call at any point of time. Okay, I actually work almost 15 to 18 hours a day, so no problem, I'll always be available in the net. Okay, so you can call me, or you can use Skype. Okay, my Skype ID is no urgent. Okay, you can type no urgent or Excel, EXCEL Excel, Rom 2, which is number 2, and then XL, X for Xmas and L for lion. Okay, Excel to Excel. Let me write this here. Use, let me take the cursor, I'm sorry, marker. Skype ID, I'm sorry. Okay, use EXCEL Excel, Roman number 2 and then XL. Okay, use this as my Skype ID, and I'll be available here. Even if I am not available, you can post your comments in the comment section. Otherwise, you can send me an email on nourgent@yahoo.com. Okay, okay, happy learning. and thank you. We'll meet you in the next module. Fine, and let me clear, and we'll see the last slide as well. Okay. Okay, happy learning. Thank you so much. See you in the module 2.